GamingBolt presents The Crew 2, 15 Secrets, Easter Eggs, and Mysteries. For all its flaws, Ivory Tower's The Crew 2 is a massive game. It may not encompass the United States of America in its entirety, but numerous famous landmarks, cities, and towns are all present. Though plenty draw inspiration from the real deal, that didn't stop developer Ivory Tower from inserting some clever little Easter eggs and secrets throughout. So let's take a look at 15 Easter eggs, mysteries, and secrets in The Crew 2, ranging from other Ubisoft titles to famous movies. Assassin's Creed logo. The Crew 2 wouldn't be a Ubisoft game without A, bugs, and B, a reference to Assassin's Creed. Sure enough, you can find the Assassin's Creed logo cleverly integrated into the landscape near Capitol Ground in Washington. Zoom out from on high and it'll become immediately apparent. WKZ. Watch Dogs references aren't too far behind either. Head into the library and search for a decal with the initials WKZ. This refers to the news channel of the same name in Watch Dogs 1 and 2. Sadly though, the news channel isn't throwing out broadcast information on the various crimes of Aiden or Marcus. Triforce. Ivory Tower is a really big fan of hiding Easter eggs in its shrubbery. After mowing the Capitol Ground lawn to look like the Assassin's Creed logo, you'll find someone has expertly pruned the shrubbery on a building near Fisherman's Wharf to look like the Triforce from The Legend of Zelda. Zoom in and look around the tops of many buildings to find it. Space Invaders. It wouldn't be a video game reference-a-thon without something about Space Invaders. A classic character from the arcade shoot-'em-up can be found in the LA Harbor area, made up of several cleverly arranged green crates. Why near the harbor? Well, it's because it's the crab alien, after all. Who says Ubisoft doesn't have attention to detail? Pac-Man. But wait, there's more in terms of classic characters. Namco's very own Pac-Man can be found in downtown Detroit near the shore. Zoom in from above and you'll spot a lovable pie-shaped demon seemingly eating some Pac-Dots, which are yellow in color. Is Pac-Man's color meant to represent his morally gray nature, or simply a means to better blend him into the world? We may never know. Help. The Crew 2 doesn't just reference video games with its Easter eggs. It also offers a few odd hidden secrets. Check off the coast of Los Angeles, just west of Marina del Rey, and you'll spot a small, nondescript island. Zoom into it, and a lone man can be seen with the word help spelled out in the rocks. Why is he there? How did he get there? Has no one thought to help him? Maybe it's a Lost reference, but then again, maybe not. Area 51. Head out to the western shrub steppes and check around enough to spot what seems to be a flying saucer. Could this be Area 51? Closer inspection reveals that it's indeed a UFO, or at least a shoddily constructed fake, depending on how you perceive the visuals. The area seems secluded and lonely enough to make it seem legit. Three-eyed smiling alien face. In the water just left of Lower Manhattan, an odd three-eyed smiley face can be seen from above. It seems to be a reference to the common trope of aliens having 3 eyes. Heck, if you want to be enterprising enough, it could also be a reference to the little green men from Toy Story, which appeared in the previous game. There are numerous possibilities, though how this hasn't become another Area 51 is beyond us. The Grave of Arch Stanton. Movie references in a Ubisoft game? Say it ain't so. Fortunately, there are some pretty interesting, if generic ones to find. The first is on Long Island. Search around for a grave with the name Arch Stanton. This is the same grave from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which Tuco believes to contain the famous buried treasure. Spoiler, it doesn't have any in The Crew 2. The date on the grave being 1 day behind is a neat, but odd touch. Doc's grave. Not all movie references are positive. One grave you can spot when exploring on the East Coast is Emmett Brown, better known as Doc from Back to the Future. The gravestone's date references the time he decided to stay in before building a new time machine and venturing forth yet again. The Birds. Near San Francisco Slalom, you'll find a forest area with a schoolhouse that seems rather familiar. It's actually the Potter Schoolhouse, situated in Bodega, California, now a private residence. Fans of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds will know this location for other reasons. More brutal, unforgiving reasons. Stop reading this sign. North of Fergus Pass, you'll find a house with a message on one side. It's a little tough to find, so make sure you scan and zoom accordingly. The message, after much effort, simply states, "Don't text while driving and stop reading this sign," which seems second only to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas telling us after much effort climbing Gant Bridge that there are no Easter eggs up here. Go away. Bigfoot. What is Ubisoft's obsession with Bigfoot? He was last seen in Far Cry 5 and also makes an appearance in The Crew 2. Head to the Southern Cascades and look around for the right clearing. Bigfoot will then appear, just casually walking around. No mystery or intrigue, he just walks in with his big feet towering over everything. It's kinda cool, but also kind of anticlimactic. Regardless, there he is. X-Files. Roswell and aliens? Of course, that would be something in The Crew 2. Not satisfied with pseudo Area 51? Ivory Tower also has an X-Files reference in this game. In the town of Roswell, look for a store called Earthlings. The signature poster owned by Fox Mulder with a faded UFO and the words "I want to believe" can clearly be seen. Maybe all this alien stuff will lead to something in the third game. Maybe. Darth Vader. Kingman in Arizona has a very special American petrol store with a rather well-known figure. You guessed right, it's Darth Vader himself. But one must wonder what a poster or sticker of Darth Vader is doing inside a petrol store. Perhaps the owner of the store is just a huge fan.
And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.